the Haitian president has been assassinated in his home. This is an insane story. This is from the Associated Press in Port-au-Prince. A squad of gunmen assassinated Haitian President Jovenel Moïse and wounded his wife in an overnight raid on their home Wednesday, inflicting more chaos in the Caribbean country that was already enduring gang violence, soaring inflation, and protests of his increasingly authoritarian rule. Interim Prime Minister Claude Joseph, who confirmed the killing, said the police and military were in control of security in Haiti, the poorest country in the Americas, where a history of dictatorship and political upheaval have long stymied the consolidation of democratic rule. In an interview with the AP, Joseph called for an international investigation into the assassination, said the election scheduled for later this year should be held, and pledged to work with Moïse's allies and opponents alike. Quote, "We need every single one to move the country forward." He alluded to enemies of the president, describing him as a man of courage who would oppose some oligarchs in the country, and we believe those things are not without consequences. There was confusion about who should take control and widespread anxiety among Haitians. Authorities declared a state of siege and closed the international airport. The normally bustling streets of the capital, Port-au-Prince, were empty and quiet. Sporadic gunshots were heard in the distance. Now, a couple of important details that I want to go over here. Bochit Edmond, the Haitian ambassador to the U.S., said the attack on the 53-year-old was carried out by foreign mercenaries and professional killers, well orchestrated, and that they were masquerading as agents of the U.S. DEA. The DEA has an office in Port-au-Prince to help in counter narcotics. So, listen, it's so early, we don't know what's going on yet. Okay? But very quickly, that has been taken by some to mean the DEA actually did it. There's no evidence of that right now. Now, I'm not an idiot in the sense of, do American agencies sometimes get involved in Central Caribbean and Latin America? Yeah, of course. There's no evidence of that at this point in time. I have no interest in convincing anyone one way or the other, because all I know right now is there's no evidence of that. They appear to have been masquerading as DEA. That's number one. Number two, Haiti has asked the U.S. government for assistance with the investigation, adding assassins could have escaped over the land border to the Dominican Republic or by sea. That also is worrying many people into saying, this is a pretense to get the U.S. involved. And, no reason to think that that's the case right now. The story is absolutely insane, and the volatility in Haiti expected to continue. Now, going from the Associated Press to the New York Post. So always, New York Post. Okay, take it with a grain of salt. There were a couple details here that I wanted to add. Okay, language. An unidentified group of individuals, some of whom were speaking in Spanish, attacked the private residence of the president of the republic and mortally wounded him. Okay, they speak French and Creole in Haiti. Certainly, Spanish is spoken in the Dominican Republic, which shares the physical island with Haiti. I just don't think we could, everybody's reading into that with a hot take already. This is just very, very early. I don't think we can read anything into that. And then again, going to even less reliable news sources, the U.S. Sun is saying the U.S. could send troops into Haiti. Now, who do they claim to be quoting here? Man, my ad blocker just can do nothing about this. Who is the quote? Professor. Oh, it's a professor. Okay, yeah. So it's just a random professor says it's conceivable that troops will be sent into Haiti. Again, this is why you have to be really careful with this stuff. The Sun went and found some professor willing to say it's possible the U.S. will send troops in. At this point, again, until we actually see that, I don't believe that is the case. And of course, at any time, Haiti could ask for help in some way. So an insane situation in Haiti. The president has been assassinated in his home. Incredible. And there's actually it's sort of a sad history. Well, our super chats seem to be a little bit big here. Let me see if I can shrink that a little. There we go. There's wait, no, that's not where we want to go. Jared Diamond has actually written quite a bit about Haiti and the Dominican Republic. And there's this super racist interpretation of why the DR is so much better off than Haiti. I'm sure you can imagine what it is. Haiti has the black people, whereas the Dominican Republic has Hispanic people and more people of European origin. That's the racist hot take about Haiti and the Dominican Republic. The reality is that due to what was known, I know people are saying that's not my view. Okay, to be very clear, that's the view of some racists. First of all, it's not like the Dominican Republic's doing great, but they are doing significantly better than Haiti. It actually has a lot to do with the geography, and Jared Diamond explains this beautifully in his book Collapse, I believe, is the one where he writes about this. Early and rapid deforestation done on the Haitian side and not on the Dominican side, combined with some significant differences about prevailing winds and weather and elevation and a whole bunch of other things, explain a lot of the difference in circumstances between the Dominican Republic and Haiti. That's a topic for a different day. But no shortage of disgusting racism when it comes to almost anything. In this case, the differences between Haiti and the Dominican Republic.